I think that audio input. Now I need to do an audio output. Probably to something like this.
So it's not going to be live, or it is?
Oh no, it's gonna be live. It's live right now. Everyone can see us.
Oh, it's live. Hello.
We'll be right back.
All right, cool.
Power hour. No music.
No music, no intro. Coming at you raw.
No, nothing. We weren't even supposed to be streaming tonight. We were supposed to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. You know, Zell may or may not be dead. We don't know. But as you can see,
may or may not have been kidnapped by Sasquatch. We're not sure.
Zell is not here, which you know, he could be dead. We don't know. He did go on like some sort of weird nature hike with Papa.
He's been adopted
Big
by
Daddy Z.
Yeah, he's been adopted by a tribe of Bigfoot. Like he's like sitting there, they're like holding him like a little tiny one, like a little baby. Just like
Boys, I think that was all. I think that's all it covered. I think it's fun. Because ever since this plan has been fucking, this plan was hatched for them to go on this big excursion, all of a sudden, Zellers has been resurrected. I think that place was ran by the Zelzniks this entire time. And I think they fuck. I'm telling you, right?
It's the big vampire corporation. They're bringing
Absolutely. The lowest price is the law.
Is that still going to be a thing? Is the lowest price still going to be? Now,
it's the law. How you can't change the law.
So
I mean, you can.
It's pretty sure it's on the Canadian Ten Commandments.
I'm pretty sure you can change laws. Like that's what legislation is for.
No, not here. No. Not when the First Amendment is the lowest price is the law.
This is literally on our 10 Commandments. It's right below thou shall wear denim on denim.
That makes sense.
And then it goes, thou shalt pay the lowest price. It's the law.
Hey, is your camera working, Braden? All I see is a snap camera.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
I just see.
We can't see you. We can see us.
Oh, you guys can't see me? Oh,
No.
hold on, let me check. I bet I can fix that here for you, boys. You want to see my lovely face?
See those baby blues.
Yeah. The Bombay Blues coming right up at you. How's that?
Nope, that's the.
There we go.
There you go.
Eh? How about that?
There he is.
There we go.
There he is. There's that handsome bastard.
So, no, I don't have cancer. I shaved my head. Well, a lot of people.
To be fair,
Wait, no,
you look like you had cancer when you had
hair. You had to shave your head. Would you have lice?
No, dude, I got the worst haircut I've ever gotten, and I just went, you know what? Enough's enough. I can't do this.
I feel like that's happened to you a couple times.
Yes, listen.
Is it that hard to find a good barber on your island? Like,
no, dude. Honestly, I was getting to the slim pickings, and it's just, it was tough. And then, legit, I was kind of, not that I was growing my hair out. I just hadn't gone for a haircut in a while, and the hair was getting long. And then all of a sudden, it was like, oh no, like you got to get a haircut. And I went in, and she literally like shaved half my head really short, left this side ultra long, and she just like combed it over. And I was like, well, that's not what I wanted. And she's
did
like,
you tell her to do that?
Buddy, it might not be what you wanted, but it might be what you needed.
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Because I said, I was like, well, I don't really do my hair like that. She's like, well, it looks so thin otherwise. And then I was like,
oh, well, you're not getting a tip.
And guess what? Guess how much I paid?
$7.
$29.
Pardon me.
And then I went home and shaved it.
Yeah, absolutely. And cried.
Yeah, it was.
While you did it.
It's just an end of an
Because
era.
buddy, that's the last one.
That was it. That was
Yeah,
my
that was the last one.
I knew
There's
it
no
was
coming back.
I knew it was coming. It's I mean, we talk about male pattern baldness on the show. It's a thing, and unfortunately, it's an affliction that in our case, affects 4 of 4 men.
This is true.
Right? So, yes, Xavier, this is on right now. Obviously, you're seeing it. It's November 14th. And
This is
yes,
real.
this may say Power Hour 6.0. It may. I don't know. Because Zell's not here. I just hit start streaming. So
It says Cosby Channel's 5.7 for me.
yeah, suck it. It's obviously not 5.7. We'd already done it. So why did everyone fucking
We just got
about
in here. We hit a couple buttons and we just started talking.
That's it.
We
That's
don't know
how
what's
power
happening
works.
right now. I have no idea.
Burmeister asked if I have any good Tupperware stories. And yes, in fact, I do.
Why?
I was driving home today. I build catios now. I don't know how I got into this, but I build catios.
You're the catio man.
Yeah, and I'm driving and this Honda, like what I thought was like those like big Honda motorcycles,
Sure.
right? And there's this guy on this Honda. I should have taken a picture of him. And now this is real because people can look it up. This guy was wearing all denim, right? Wearing like a black helmet, big old beard, like riding this old Honda, and it was white with some like gold trim and stuff. And then it goes Honda, body by Tupperware, and it was just a solid like matte white motorcycle. And I was like, well, there she is. That's my bike.
What?
I just
What?
how cool do you feel riding with a Honda body by Tupperware?
Hey, Dan, did you know that Braden's part of a motorcycle club?
No, I didn't. He's
Yeah,
he's part of the what are they? Are they the 1%?
Rough Justice.
No.
What do they call?
The White Knights or some shit.
The Blue Knights.
The Blue Knights.
Yeah.
How do you?
No,
what?
no, Rough Justice. I'm in a whole bunch of motorcycle clubs.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. That makes sense.
So
It's just a whole bunch of. I like to keep busy.
But for people who don't know what Zellers is, if you're
Do you ever go to the wrong motorcycle club meeting with the wrong like letters on, the wrong like vest on?
No, I'm the head of them all, and it's just me, Dan.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
So do you just have like a reversible vest that you just like flip? Like, okay. Go to my next meeting. You just flip it inside
It's
out.
Velcro patches.
Okay.
So
Just
fucking
blank them out.
the
Okay.
other night I was working and got called for a drop 911 call. Show up to the house, whatever. Guy's incapacitated on the couch. We don't have any information on him. Get my partner to start looking around the fucking apartment for some ID, whatever, some medication, just so we can kind of get a grasp of what's going on here. And I'm just currently like, I'm taking note of this guy's GCS, like his level of consciousness, trying to figure things out, because it was kind of bizarre. Like he was like a GCS 6, which is pretty low. So he's unconscious, and we have no idea as to why. Like, he's not responding to pain stimulus. He doesn't look like a narcotic overdose, possibly maybe ETOH or alcohol, whatever. So I'm kind of like deep in thought, assessing my patient. Partner's buzzing around the house, and she starts yelling out to me. She's like, "Hey, like, there's a weird thing here." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I continue, like, start an IV on this guy. I'm getting a blood sugar or whatever. She's like, "Yeah, it's weird. Like, I like, do you want to come look at it?" I'm like, "Well, I'm kind of busy. Like, can you go get the fucking stretcher? Like, let's get going here. Like, what, And so I didn't think anything of it. She coming in with the stretcher. We load the guy up, still unconscious. And she's like trying to rouse this guy. She's like, "Do you think this guy's like an electrician or something like that?" And I'm like, "I fucking don't, like, out of all the information we need to know right now, that's not really pertinent." Like, I don't care what he does for a living. Like, that's fine. So continue to load this guy up. And we're like trying to get down the stairs, and there's like a three-step staircase and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, stressing out. And she's like looking up at me, and you could see she's like visibly like concerned. And she's kind of like, "We got to get going" type. And I'm like, and she looks at me, she's like, "Do you think we should call like a manager, or like, what should we do?" And I was like, "Why? Like, what's up?" She's like, "Well, he's got to like the bomb."
The what?
I'm like, "Pardon?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, the bomb I was telling you about." I'm like, "What?" Like, she's like, "I was trying to show you the fucking bomb." I'm like, "Not once in this whole fucking time did you, like, you never said anything to do with the bomb. Like, fucking go." Like, so we turfed the fucking bed out of the ambulance, load it up, call, like, freaking out. Anyways, make a couple phone calls. Long story short, they can't get into this guy's house because we've already taken him out of his house. They don't have a warrant, right? We end up going back to the house today, or last night. Same guy, same situation. Get in there, and it's like a fucking smart home, like, water shut off. So it's a pipe with a little fucking box onto it. And she's like, "Well, like, what do we do if the bomb?" And I'm like, "Well, like, man, I mean, we can call the police or whatever, or we can go in there and see. Like, obviously he's still alive. Like, we're here. Like, the bomb hasn't gone off yet." And go in there, and it's like plugged in the wall. It's pretty fucking funny. But I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean bomb? Like, we've been in this guy's house for almost 40 minutes." And she's like, "Well, like, the bomb." I'm like,
What made her think it was a bomb? Like, she's seen a bomb before?
"Well, it does look like it's a pipe with a big, like, battery pack attached to the top of it.
So it looks like
Okay.
a pipe bomb or something.
It looks like a pipe bomb."
Was it attached to the piping?
Yes.
So is that like what people think pipe bombs look like? Like, they're
That's
attached
what
to the
that's what
piping?
pipe bombs do look like.
But like, I'm saying, like, it was attached to other piping. Like, there was plumbing.
No,
It was
I was
sitting
just
by
like-
itself.
Oh, just sitting by itself on the thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like attached. Like, it was like
No,
poking out.
I can't fucking blame her. Like,
Okay.
it's, it's pretty funny. But I told her, I'm like fucking buzzwords. I'm like, bomb, knife, gun. Like, not there's a weird thing here. Like, we gotta fucking go.
This is weird. It's like,
Yeah.
it could be anything. It could be a cool lava lamp. It could be a fucking, I don't know, some weird taxidermy. Like, I don't know. It's just something weird.
Xavier asked a question here for us. He goes, "Did you guys hear the New York Post story about Skinwalker Ranch being a farce?" I don't know. Have you seen the show?
I don't need a New York Post article to tell me.
I mean, they've done 3 seasons of the show.
I don't need the New York Post to lie
Whoa.
to me. Fucking
Listen,
Skinwalker
you
Ranch,
think-
100% real.
You think if it wasn't legit, they could recruit a guy like fucking Dragon?
Yeah, man.
Security?
Have
There's
you
no way.
seen that, dude?
You think Travis Taylor would attach his name to something that was an absolute
Yeah.
money grab,
No
going for 8
fucking
seasons in a movie?
And no
Wait.
data.
No
Boys.
data.
Do you hear about them trying to resurrect the thylacine?
Yes. Yep.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I mean, they've been doing that for a while.
Well, but they finally get the funding for it.
They got some cash.
Apparently, Paris Hilton is part of the funding group.
So hold on,
That's
what
hot.
is that?
Hot.
What is this? Some Botox? What's thylacine?
Thylacine is like you ever heard of Tasmanian tiger?
Yeah,
It's like a
extinct.
it's like a yeah,
Hmm.
it's like a it was like a dog. It's kind of like a dog
was a
like
na- yeah.
marsupial.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Had like the tiger stripes on its ass. I think it went extinct in like the 1930s, like the early 1930s.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last photo, anyways, was taken in a zoo in like 1936. Anyways, so there's this group of people who are trying to like they've been working on getting funding for it. They finally got the funding because I guess like in like a big problem that they're having with their ecosystem is like these fucking disease-ridden animals because there's no apex predator anymore. Nothing's killing them off. So like that's one of the number one reasons why like the Tasmanian devils have gone nearly extinct because there's nothing killing off the small weak animals.
Also,
So
they've got a bunch of disease problems, Tasmanian devils too. There's a bunch of stuff wrong with them, but yeah.
that's just a small example though. So it's pretty fucking cool. I'm really excited for them to find the fucking mosquito and the sap. And,
Is
you know,
that-
and
Well, they already
extract
have-
it and then
They
and
already have
then
that.
we
They
can
don't
watch a
need to use
video of
mosquitoes.
the fucking Microsoft paperclip being like, "Ha, I'm Mr. DNA."
I think they said they had somewhere between like 70 and 80 samples, like, and they can draw sequences because one of the
Yeah.
problems they said from like not like going beyond just the fact that it's like, okay, we're going to resurrect an actual viable, like a viable embryo from basically nothing from scratch. And then they said like to continue on the species, like for them to propagate, like you need actual, the one thing you'd have to worry about is like genetic diversity within that small pool, because it's like they're all going to be fucking clones essentially, and you'd have to like worry about that. But they were saying that no, it's like once we get past the hurdle of actually bringing them back, and the guy who's the head of the project, I mean, they're all in pretty high spirits. They just got $5 million, and they're just like, I don't know. It just seems like they're throwing a whole bunch of stuff out there, and they're just like, yeah, we could do it, no problem. We bring this thing back, we could do everything. Don't worry about it. It's like, all right.
I also, speaking of kind of wild on the topic of wildlife, I went to like a wildlife recovery center yesterday.
Sure.
They take in like eagles and stuff that gets hit by cars, and they can't live in the wild anymore. They either live there, or they rehabilitate them until they can release them. But have you guys ever seen a cougar up close?
I mean, no, I've seen a
luckily,
tiger.
no.
Is it?
No, because man,
No.
I got they also have a ton of taxidermy there, and so like they had a cougar there, and
I've seen taxidermy. Like I've seen.
I'd never seen a cougar up close. But they're not as scary as everyone says.
That's fucking what a butcher job, man. It literally looks like it looks like a cross between a goat and a teddy bear.
Ugh.
Look at it.
So one thing I can make a conclusion and so far about the area that you live in is that it doesn't have any really good place to get haircuts, and they have really bad taxidermy.
Is that
Oh,
bad?
the same
Don't
guy,
look
the
at it.
same guy that's cutting Braden's hair is stuffing this.
Yeah, he just does both.
Yeah.
They do
Maybe.
both.
Hey, have you ever thought there's a reason why that cougar got caught?
No shit.
Oh, what is that?
Well, he's got his eyes are the same as sloths.
like they're trying to make it like look like it's happy it's been taxidermy.
Hey, you
like,
guys!
Oh,
It was pretty funny. As soon
that's
as I
sad.
saw that, I was like, man, they are right. Cougars are terrifying. Oh god, I just thought that was funny. Other than that, it's an awesome little place, but that was so funny. Like the eyes. Oh god.
It's great.
So I found one of my friends sent me an article today about Jesse Eisenberg, aka played fucking Lex Luthor and Superman. What else was he in? He's in a whole bunch of other stuff.
He's in the Friend Network or whatever the fuck that movie.
Yeah.
What's that called again?
He's gonna be playing Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
I heard that.
Yeah.
In what movie? Just for fun?
No, not just for fun. I think he's working on a joint with the what is it, the Zeller brothers, I want to say. I posted it up on our Discord, and it is ridiculous. It sounds really weird what they're gonna do. Apparently he has no lines. It's the Zellner brothers who are, I guess, two directors. I guess he's really excited about the project. He has no lines. He says he just grunts and whatever. And the Zellner brothers are, I guess, self-described Sasquatch fans. They actually did a short film called is it Bigfoot or Sasquatch? It's the what was it? It's like the Sasquatch Birth Journal 2 was a short film that portrayed a pregnant Sasquatch giving birth and then bathing.
One of these fucking Zellner brothers looks like Sasquatch. Jesus, look at this guy.
Oh, fuck. Could have been just, maybe it was autobiographical. I'm not sure.
It was his birth.
It's just his video from his birth. And but yeah, I guess they did that Sasquatch Birth Journal 2, which there is no one. It's one of those things where they just called it that. That's just the title. There is no one, like that one doesn't exist. And but I guess it garnered a little bit of reviews because I think it got nominated for an award at Sundance short filmmaking award in 2011. So I don't know. I guess they're finally getting to work on their dream project. I guess they're big Bigfoot fans, so they somehow landed Jesse Eisenberg.
Honestly, a Bigfoot movie that's just basically like a Mike Myers kind of like Halloween style film with people in the woods would be phenomenal.
There is one. There's
a good one.
Called? I mean, there is a pretty good one. There was one that came out. It was called. It was a horror movie, and it was a found footage film.
You gotta search. If you're searching this hard for the name, it's probably not that good.
No. It was actually pretty good.
I'm talking big budget, good movie. Yeah. Dan,
it was a big budget.
This is like a D movie you're talking about, probably. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was actually one of the better found. I hate found footage films, but it was actually one of the better ones that I've actually seen.
Someone asked if you've ever done stand-up comedy just for fun.
I've never done stand-up comedy just for fun.
Why
that sounds
not?
Like something I would do because it sounds terrible. I feel like I'd be like D and fucking. It's always
D
like
and
just
the
get up
joke's
there.
on me.
Hey, have you guys ever noticed like women are different from the
just pukes?
Women
That's
are
one
different
of
from
the,
the.
That's
one
funny.
Of the
That's
best
a good gimmick.
episodes. That's one of the best fucking episodes.
It was a pretty good one. You gotta walk a mile in my shoes, Charlie. Oh man.
Oh man. I'm telling you, this Crown Vanilla, it's just going down so sweet. We're not gonna ask that question. There's a question that came in the chat. We're not even gonna justify that question with any kind of answer.
That's a rhetorical question. He knows the answer to that.
I can't. Zell's not here. I can't set up our. I think it's called Daddy.
Oh no,
whatever
that's
it's
okay. Here, I'm gonna give Braden's phone number over the fucking air, and he'll just put it on speakerphone. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
250-859. I'm close. 859.
What?
Gotta look the rest up.
It's gonna be an expensive call for anyone who dials that number.
The film is called Exists. That's what it's called. That's the Bigfoot found footage. Yes, it's actually not that bad. It's actually pretty good.
It's probably not that great either.
I bet you it's fucking terrible.
It's pretty good.
Bad.
I didn't think it was gonna be any good, but that's probably, if I had to be like list out like top Bigfoot films, that's probably in my top 5, of which there's only 5 probably.
Now, I finally got around to watching Prey.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Dude,
when we're
I'm telling
done.
you, they have just made themselves licensed to print money, and I'm all for it. Just
keep doing it. Repeat the theme.
Yeah. The theme of drop a predator at some point in human history against a certain culture. But listen. I will buy a ticket every time. And listen, the humans don't always have to win.
No, they don't have to win ever.
Spoiler alert. They don't always have to win. No, it was good, awesome, phenomenal. Oh,
it's really good. I'm really happy that it did really well. I watched it too, and I was like, this is good. This rounds out my top 3. Like if I were gonna be like, okay, Predator movies top 3.
Oh well, dude, they've done Predator so dirty since the OG
since
2, right?
Fucking 2 is
2 was good. 2 was.
That's what I'm saying. I was like 1, 2, and
then
Prey.
and then just
And then
off the
everything
cliff.
after that is like, and then the first 2 acts of The Predator, I'd be like, we're pretty good. And then
I
and it
haven't
fell
seen
apart
any
at
of
the end.
those.
I tell you, if
apart
they're
at
making
Dobbs.
another Predator movie, Prey 2 or whatever, I will try so hard to be an extra to just get murdered. So I'm pretty sure it was filmed in Vancouver. It's not that far.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought it was a really fun. I mean, it just I think that the guys who directed it, it's just like you get it. Like
Yeah.
it's okay. Like it's not. It's just the way that they did it was everything.
We don't
was like
need a
pretty
lot.
well. You don't
No.
need a lot.
We
It's a
don't
very
need
simple
a lot.
plot, and
Stop making
I
shit
don't understand.
complicated.
I don't understand how people
I don't need
fuck
to
it
know
up
their
so
inner
bad.
workings. I don't need to know
No.
about Predator culture.
No,
Right?
just
I don't need to
repeat.
know about their politics, their hierarchy.
Well, that's kind of the interesting thing that I found about the Predator is the Predator is neat because it is a very simple concept. You know, alien comes down to Earth to hunt humans or whatever, and I mean, you could pretty much do anything with that, even though that the Predator like lore is expansive. There is very developed. There's a lot of history like they have that is printed out in the books and the comics and all that. But I think the interesting thing about the Predator is that the lore is so elastic that you can really put anything in there and people like won't care because most people are just like, yeah, whatever. Like it's nobody really like there's I don't think there's like really hardcore Predator. I mean, there probably are because of course there is.
There's hardcore fans for everything.
There's hardcore Predator nerds out there that are going to be like, you know, calling stuff out. But I thought it did a really good job of doing everything that the Predator needs to do. And that's it. Like I like the idea in the Predators where they had like the Predator and the super predators. I like that idea. I thought that was pretty neat. It's just that movie did a really bad, like at the end, it did a really bad job. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that's cool in there. And I think that they can do a lot of stuff with it. Like I'd watch a Predator movie about just the Predator or Yautja is their real name, what they call themselves. I'd watch like their
Yautjas?
original history. Yeah, they're called like Yautjas
Because they would walk around with fucking sharp shit all the time, accidentally poking each other.
Well,
Yautja!
that's what they call themselves. And like, there's a whole, I guess there's like 1 or 2 books about like their original, like where they came.
It's you're muddy in the waters, bud. Who gives a shit? I want a cool guy in the forest that has to fight off a predator and somehow finds a way to win. Take my money.
Yeah, it's fun. I thought it's just really cool that it's like, you know, a lot of people like, oh, you know, he didn't have the laser cannon and whatever. I'm like, well, that's the thing though. It's like the
Makes
Predators.
it more fair.
Well, I'm saying that the Predators, like the way that they hunt, it's all very, they're all very distinct. Like they have their own preferences, they have their own whatever. So it's like he doesn't need to have a laser.
And here's the thing: this particular one without the laser cannon, it was 350 years in the past. So it's like Predator technology was.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's
but
cool.
they still had like interstellar travel. So I'm
well, maybe they
sure
haven't
still
perfected
had,
fucking laser cannons, man.
I'm pretty sure. Well, he had the laser.
Yeah,
like, he had the laser pointer.
He
thing,
had
so I'm
guided
like,
arrows, which I will say is.
And those are canon. Those are canon. Those are.
Maybe he's a naturalist. Maybe he likes doing it with his hands. Like there's guys that go out and bow hunt. Maybe he wants to go out and bow hunt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the Predator thing.
Like his ancestors.
Yeah, I mean, he might just have that. He's like a bow hunter,
like the Yautjas before he.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
People in the comment are talking about DC.
Why?
I know DC news. I'll say this: no one's destroying DC. No one in there. Everything that's happening right now is happening. It's good because they need a hard reset because DC was already destroyed. Canceling Batgirl was not a bad move. Because at this point in time,
it was gonna be bad.
It was gonna be bad.
It was gonna be bad.
You know, it was gonna be bad. I think everyone on Earth who has seen any recent DC movies knew that was gonna be a steam.
Hey, the Batman. I love the Batman.
Yeah, okay,
but Batman was good,
right? And so they cancel it. They took their write off $90 million loss.
Yeah, because they were sitting there. Everything. They did the screener, and some guy at Warner Bros. Was like, "This is fucking trash."
Yeah, one of the new people was like, what?
Nobody wants to watch your
that's
fucking made for
them,
TV movie
like,
shit. Like, why are we releasing this? This is garbage.
Who watched the original cut of like Superman vs. Batman? It's like, this is good.
Well, they had money to spend. Like, they didn't give a shit.
But now, but like, I just wonder who sat it there. It's like, how bad did it have to be for those people to be like, this is bad. We can't release this.
Well, here's the thing though. I think the difference between 90 million, what was the budget for Batman vs. Superman? I bet that budget was so high that by the time they watch it and they go,
But they
Yikes.
paid Affleck. They paid Affleck more than the entire Batgirl fucking cast.
Yeah.
It's just funny that they're
Batgirl's
just writing
written
the
on.
whole thing off. They're just like, yep,
because it's good. I think that's good.
Yeah.
it's
I love the
fine.
fact
Like,
that,
that's
honestly,
their choice.
all
I don't
this
want to
news-
attach my name to this steaming pile of shit.
I
Cut
think, like honestly, if I was Warner Brothers right now, with all the mess you've like, at this point, there's no restoring the Snyderverse. People are calling for that. Guess what? The Snyderverse fucking sucked. It was
Always sucked.
terrible. It was
All of it
brutal.
sucked.
There were some good moments, but overall, I watched the Snyder Cut too. That was a steaming pile of shit too. I don't care what anyone says. That
How did
movie,
you do that? How could you go back and watch that fucking shit again? How?
Oh, and it was even longer. And like, to
Oh,
be
I
honest,
couldn't do it.
The best
There's no
parts
way.
of the best parts of the movie were still like, I was like, the best parts that I liked were still in the original cut. Like, I get
don't
it.
know how you did that.
I
couldn't waste my life
It-
doing that.
hard reset.
I rather
Get rid of
fucking
it.
I
Destroy
rather
the-
sit up
start
at night
from-
and watch fucking Selling Sunset with my old lady when she forced me to watch that
you've
trash.
got
I
a
rather watch
gem.
that.
You've got a gem in the Batman. The second Batman, you know it's greenlit. Start your universe.
Absolutely. What? But I don't give a fuck. I don't need universe. Just give me a nice one-off fucking Batman every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
but
one
they
off.
can't.
Like,
They gotta-
Everybody's
Yeah.
obsessed with these universes and multiverses and Earth.
Well,
2s
it's not
and all-
that we're obsessed.
Everybody
with
can
the studio-
fuck off with
the
that shit.
studios want the money. Like they want that money.
over
They want
it.
that DC EU.
You're just drowning in this shit, and it's all crap. Like I'm just getting so. It's
I
been
will
so
tell you right
long
now,
since
they
there's been a
haven't
good
canceled the
product
Flash
out there.
yet because the Flash costs, I guarantee, way more money. The
I bet
Flash
you it's
is
so
gonna,
and
bad.
the Flash-
Aquaman too,
Dude,
right?
Okay,
Aquaman
let me
2
tell you
is still
something.
slated
When,
to come out, right?
when I watched an interview with Ezra Miller being like, I studied some monks and learning how to run for this role, and then I saw him running, I'm like, no one runs like that. I was like, why are you running like that? No one fast would ever run like how Ezra Miller depicts the Flash. It's the dumbest fucking thing you've ever seen. If you're a Flash fan, you should be upset. Go and run on the field. Type in sprinter, and then see if anyone runs with that lanky like rubber arms like Ezra Miller does. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
You should have Naruto run. That would have
Yeah,
more sense.
it's so.
That's scientifically proven to run
It's
fast.
so dumb.
That's scientifically proven to open yourself up for a massive uppercut.
Yeah.
Just chin first.
But they're not expecting it. They're not expecting it.
But
Speaking
it's,
of fucking, speaking of opening yourself up, holy fuck, Usman last night.
Oh
Who
my god!
saw that coming? Holy shit! Yesterday was a glorious day. Yesterday was. I got to wake up. I got to watch fucking little preseason football. Fantastic. Lions got the dub. I don't care. It's preseason. Still a W. Then I got to watch fucking Usyk beat the fuck out of Joshua
Yeah, that
again.
was great.
And I watched Joshua have a big fucking tantrum and cry, and that was great.
Yeah, that
And
was.
then I had to go to work, which was shitty. But then I got some highlights of fucking Leon Edwards just fucking like stealing Usman's soul.
It was. I never expected that. Usman's a pretty boring fighter. I was watching the fights, and
Well, I wasn't. Edwards was down 4-1.
oh, 100%, man. It was just like a classic Usman fight. He was controlling it. It wasn't that great. And then just
Usman,
last
Usman
minute
is the new
head
GSP
kick.
in my eyes. He really is. Other than him fucking killing Masvidal.
But
But like he,
GSP never looked like that in any fight. I don't even people say the Matt Serra one. I'm like not like that. Buddy,
no.
that's a career
GSP's
changer.
never been stopped like that. Like he got his soul stolen. He got sent to the shadow realm.
Dude, he was sitting there with eyes wide open, laying on the couch. I was like, he is done. I was like, that's it. And you know what? A knockout that bad, usually guys don't come back as good.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll beat Leon Edwards again in the rematch. I get it. It's fine.
I think
him.
it'll be if Hamzat can dispatch Diaz, I think it'll be Hamzat Edwards next.
Hamzat is gonna beat the fucking piss out of Diaz. Like that's such a horrible fight to make. It's gonna be bad. Like that's Dana White being like, all right, you want him, you got him. You're gonna be
wouldn't
fucking
surprised,
embarrassing yourself.
motherfuckers.
Hamzat's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Hey, you say no one beats Nate Diaz. He just runs out of time.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
I
yeah,
don't
if he
want to
does,
see that fight. I feel bad.
I want to see it. I think that's a tough fight.
But no, Usman's gonna get the rematch first. He'll get he's got the rematch clause. He'll get it first.
Dude, I was like, you got a rematch clause, but you get starched like that? I don't care if it's
Yeah, but he was winning. He won. He dominated the entire fight until the last minute.
Yeah.
Just got caught. He'll get a rematch for sure, and he'll win.
Someone's asking. We've got Beverly Hills Cop 4. Which is crazy because Beverly Hills Cop 3 was so good. I thought they'd make another one right away.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 was fucking great.
No, it
You
wasn't.
watch it. Yes,
Beverly
it was.
Hills
It was
Cop 3
fantastic.
was terrible.
It was great. What do you got against fucking going to Wonderworld, bud?
Dude, 1 and 2 were good. 3 was
3 was great.
terrible.
3 was fucking great.
Buddy, come on.
Oh my god, don't give me any of that shit.
Come on.
Nah, listen,
I
you're
haven't watched
you're
2 and 3 in a
you're
long
sitting here
time.
talking to me like fucking Beverly Hills Cop 3 was the Adventures of Pluto Nash here. All right, it wasn't.
It was
Take
on
a
that
step back.
level.
It's fuck no.
It was on that level. It was bad.
I haven't watched. I think I watched one
I'm
recently.
just
I haven't
gonna
watched
stop
2 and
talking
3.
for a second.
I'll sit down and watch.
You're
2 and
dead
3
wrong.
this week.
I'm like, is anyone like? I've heard Black Adam's getting bad reviews. Like,
Probably.
Wait. You mean one of these random fucking movies where you just decide to like make a fucking B-list villain star in his own film for no reason, just other than maybe like, oh, this
It's like-
actor looks like him, so let's make the movie.
I
Like,
don't
you think
call
that's gonna
Black
be
Adam
bad?
B-list.
Black Adam is a B-list fucking villain.
Oh, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's
He
strong.
absolutely
He's
is.
strong. He's strong as Captain
that's-
Marvel and Superman.
That's fine that he's fucking strong, but popularity-wise, he's absolutely B-list.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's no doubt.
if
Black
you-
Adam is a
if that's how
B-list
you're gonna,
fucking
I mean, if that's how you're gonna define it like that, it's like every character who's not a Batman or a Superman villain. Well, most Superman villains actually are all B-list.
Yeah.
I won't argue with you there. That is a correct analysis.
But no, but
Black
yeah,
Adam
putting
is
him as a
absolutely a B-list
feature,
villain.
right? Like is the whole movie about him, or is it like Shazam 2?
Well, Hawkman's in it. I've seen Hawkman in a trailer,
That's interesting.
but I have no idea why they're making a Black Adam movie, other than the fact
'Cause they
that,
wanted to
hey,
put The Rock on
looks
it.
like
Yeah.
him, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
I
do
think
that.
that's it. Like I think that's pretty much it. The Rock, I probably like showed up and be like, I want to be Black
well,
Adam.
apparently The Rock's been like after this role for like over a decade.
Oh yeah, because probably people like a bunch of people they're like, oh, you should be Black Adam. He probably had no idea who that was, like until like 10 years
B-list
ago.
villain.
And then he was like, yeah, man, that seems awesome. And then he's like, it's like the Scorpion King, but like turned up to fucking 11.
I don't get it.
Uh,
This mentality with these comic book movies needs to die. Like everything that DC and Sony are doing, it needs to stop. We don't need a
They
Craven
won't.
the Hunter movie. We don't.
won't.
We just
Someone-
no
They're
one
not
ever
Someone in the
did.
chat just said, "Sup, my thumbs."
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
I want more It's Morbin time phenomenon happening.
Yeah.
I want the God damn it. That was so funny for like a month.
Oh, it was good.
And it's still occasionally
The
funny when you
fact
bring it
that
up at the right
Sony
time.
revived that movie and
Yeah,
brought
they
it back
put
to theaters because they're like, "Oh shit, people
we gotta
liked it."
capitalize on the memeage.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, no one went and saw it. And everyone
No.
was like, everyone was
No.
trying to get it back into theaters for third time, being like, "We were busy that weekend, Sony, bring it back."
Yeah.
funny.
What a bunch of idiots. Like, oh man, I can't believe they fucking did that.
Hey,
Did any of you guys
Uh,
see it?
No.
I'll never
That was the
watch it.
joke.
Either.
But that's the
Yeah.
joke. Like if
I
I
know,
went
so I
to
was
go
just
see it,
wondering,
the
like,
joke
if
wouldn't be
you
funny
randomly
anymore.
saw it. Like, I don't know.
You know, if he said it's Morbin time in there, like he might have really said it. I don't know. I haven't seen the film, and that's the
To
best
be honest,
part.
with DC, it's literally like fucking
Uh,
the Batman and fucking Peacemaker. The only two things that I've seen that they've made in a really long time that I've enjoyed.
Peacemaker was.
the
phenomenal.
Sandman
Peacemaker was
count,
phenomenal.
The Sandman count as DC? Is it?
I thought it was originally Vertigo, wasn't
Is
it?
it originally Vertigo?
Let's
Okay.
look it up, Dan. That's a good.
Because I know he's had crossovers with DC heroes. I mean, Constantine and
Constantine's in it, yeah.
Batman like has shown up a couple
Yeah.
times.
No, it's DC.
Yeah, it's DC. That's
Yep.
one of the best things that they've done.
DC.
so far.
It's DC and Vertigo.
right. That's
supposedly.
what I
So
thought.
I don't
Isn't
know which-
Vertigo part? Weren't they like they're
Vertigo was
Not-
bought by DC. I thought.
right?
wasn't it?
But wasn't that like going to be their edgy, like their edgy universe?
brand. Like yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
their edgy brand. Yeah, like the Sandman series is really good. Like,
I haven't watched
it.
it yet. I'm
Oh, it's
excited to see it.
it's really good. It's really good. It's real fun.
But I don't trust them anymore. They haven't. Peacemaker I really fucking liked, but other than that, even the fucking revamped Suicide Squad that we didn't need that we got, that wasn't fucking great. That was like there's a
So
couple
goofy.
funny
So
movies,
weird.
or funny moments, but like I didn't need that.
Yeah, It's like I
Why did
said,
they just make?
I
What is
I'm
my?
I'm ready for a. I need a new genre now. To be honest, not that I'm I'm
New.
I'm officially superhero fatigued. Let's go back to westerns or something. I need something
Dungeons
new.
and Dragons, man. Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons is the
yes.
new one when that comes out. Chris
I-
Pine.
I just need a
I hope
new
it's good,
genre.
but I also like when I watch the trailer. I watch the trailer because usually I don't watch trailers, but I watched this one just because I was interested. And it was like, hey, isn't this Guardians of the Galaxy? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same fucking trailer. And I know they cut all their trailers the same because it's like, yeah, this is what works. They have it down to a fucking formula, like a mathematical formula now. But put in here quirky quips and random music, like classic rock music that people will get, whatever.
I
But
want some fucking plot driven fucking
I
just dark
could be
fucking comedy here. Like
it
let's
could
get
be
some
fun.
of that.
If
Like
the Dungeons and Dragons movie turns out to be okay, like you could make a Dungeons and Dragons universe thing go, and that would be fine. Like I think that'd be fun, depending on how
I don't
they
want
do it.
universe. I'm over universes though. I don't want sequels. I want one-off good movies. Like I really want to see the Sirens of what the fuck's it, or the Banshees of Inisherin.
Sure.
Like I think that's gonna be fucking great. I'm excited for that. I really liked fucking In Bruges.
Mm-hmm.
I want some dark comedy that makes me feel bad about myself for laughing at things. I
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
laugh
I
at.
like that.
Right? Like I love that shit. Been a while. I can't think of one that I've seen recently.
Not for quite a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a.
If you know any, drop them in the comments, please, and thank you. Game of Thrones though. That's coming out soon, isn't it?
I think it's already out. I mean,
Oh,
House
really?
of Dragon or whatever.
I
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
very cautiously optimistic about it. Like George has nothing to do with it, so I
I'm
don't
not-
think it's gonna be.
It's not George who fucked it up. It was the fucking D&D idiots.
That's
Yeah.
what
And
I'm
I'm
saying.
so
I'm saying
glad
George-
they bombed it because I was so tired of seeing D&D in the news headlines and not having to do with Dungeons and Dragons. It was always those two fucking idiots.
I'm Team George, but I'm saying George has nothing to do with it, so it's probably not gonna be good. That DB Weiss and that other fucking dickhead in those last 3 seasons, that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I think
Yeah.
somebody summed it up that it's pretty much like no matter how good it is, you just know at the end of the day, Bran is king.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's. I'm not excited. Like a prequel that no one asked for. They're just trying
It's
to.
not even. You know what annoys me though? It's like, you want to give me a fucking prequel, then give me the Battle of the Trident. Like,
isn't that?
I want to
is-
see.
oh,
I want to
no,
see
is this
fucking
farther
Rhaegar.
back? Is this
I wanna
farther
see-
back?
I want to see Rhaegar and young fucking Robert and Robert's Rebellion.
Bobby B.
I want to see that shit.
Bobby
Right? Like,
Yeah,
that's cool.
100%.
That's
Something
what I
that
want.
really
I want
ties
the
in
Battle of
would've
the
made way
Trident.
more sense. Where you actually
Yeah.
have source material that you can actually go off of. That would have
That's what
made
I
way
want.
more sense.
I
than
want
the
more
House of
Leona.
Dragon.
I want fucking the morning, the Sword of the Morning, or whatever. That guy was
Yeah.
a badass. Arthur Dane, yeah, Arthur Dane, Sword of the Morning. Like that guy's a fucking badass.
Yeah, it would have made more sense for that. And you know what's crazy to me, because I'm like, HBO has never really seemed to me to be the studio to like really try to like capitalize on, like squeeze every nickel out of something, even if it's like dead. And it's weird because I'm like, it just goes to show you how much money Game of Thrones must have made them, that they're like, we can't help ourselves. We got to do
Well,
more.
maybe they got something though. Maybe they did get a really good script, and we're like, this is fucking cool. This is a good idea.
Wow, man.
Or they might have bought that. They might have bought that script. They're like, "We got to do it." Like, fucking, we paid money for this
'Cause they
stupid
got so
script.
much
Like
stuff.
back.
HBO just cut a shit ton of stuff though. I feel like if this was bad, they would have cut this shit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, that's what. It
It's like, think about what if
it
they
doesn't
put
have
out
to be
recently
bad.
that's
It just
been
has to
bad?
be good enough, and for them, and they put it out, and it's
don't-
like it's not going to be like a stellar.
I can't think of a stinker that they've put out in forever.
I'm not gonna say it's a stinker. I'm just saying that it's like, oh, it's gonna be like generic, and it'll be like okay, and it'll be like, all right. I don't think
I have
it's
faith.
not gonna.
think it'll be
I don't
decent.
think people are gonna be able to get past the. I mean, you poisoned the well with what you did.
Yeah.
The
They
last
know.
2 seasons,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and they know what they did, and
Horrendous.
it's just like, oh fuck, like I don't how they're gonna try to catch lightning in a bottle again, and it's like it's not gonna happen.
No, that could happen. Which is terrible because like I love fantasy shows, and September 1st we got the new Lord of the Rings series come out.
I
which-
didn't.
I'm excited. I'm super excited to see a Lord of the Rings without Elijah Wood. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it so much better. That guy was so off-putting that it just took me
Why
out
was
of
it
everything.
off-putting?
I
He's
hate him. I
Elijah
can't.
Wood.
I could not stand him.
Frodo, Mr. Frodo.
Ruined it.
The interesting part that, and you know what, to be honest, I was weird. I read an article about Peter Jackson, and Peter Jackson, I guess, is like insulted because like when he heard that Amazon was greenlighting this series, he reached out and he was like, "Hey, I'd love to be a consultant or something," and he just got ghosted. And to be honest, that made me happy because The Hobbit was shit. Like the
it was
CGI
not
and
great.
stuff. Like Peter Jackson had the formula, costumes, right? Like everything in that first Lord of the Rings. You go watch Lord of the Rings, you go, holds up, it's phenomenal. You watch The Hobbit and you go, God damn, that CGI is bad, right? Like
Hobbit was just bad. I don't know why you take one book and split it into three
no,
movies.
It's bad.
Yeah,
so it's like,
you're
so I'm like, I was
fucking
happy
funny.
to be honest. I'm like, okay, well that gives me some hope with this Amazon series. So it'll be interesting.
Oh, the series are always.
Well, they did.
Just have more
I mean,
time.
they already had the one franchise, the one fantasy
of Time.
franchise. They put out, yeah, but like I didn't hear anything really about that.
No,
like, it was
you know
just
what's
kind
weird? I was waiting for the whole season to come out, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I've never gone back to it.
and that's not even Wheel of Time's not even that good a series. Like people, I mean, I read a lot of it. I never finished it because it's a fuckload of books, and like it came out. I guess it finished like after I read all the books, and I was waiting for like 3 or 4 more books, and it was back when like Robert Jordan was like gonna die and whatever. Like his son took over and his whatever.
They're
but
never
yeah,
as good.
Like I didn't really hear anything about it, and then it's hard to do fantasy because you're just like, I understand it because everybody liked Game of Thrones because it was fantasy, but it was also basically softcore porn, like and really violent. Like that's what it is. Yeah.
That was nothing for like boobs are awesome. I love them, but I didn't need to see them. It didn't make a difference for me.
But I'm saying that's what made it appeal more to like a wider
broader
audience.
spectrum, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like a wider, like you had everybody kind of being like, oh yeah, man, like, and then you had all the weird stuff going on there, like fucking, incest and all kinds of weird shit going on. I mean, you had dragons too and stuff, but it's all the weird stuff that goes on that. But it was basically just fantasy, like cosplay porn, and people were like, yeah, all right, like it's. Which I mean,
it was more than cosplay porn.
But that's what drew people in. That's what pulled people.
This guy's over here fucking just been like, you got to see this fucking E-list Bigfoot movie. Was phenomenal, life changing, revolutionary.
No, I said it was good. I was good at.
It's fucking.
Should have won an Oscar.
Yeah.
No, I mean you had.
Game of Thrones. Porn, oh, you mean cosplay porn?
Yeah.
It also had Sean Bean in it, and Sean Bean's fucking amazing. So
Bean's awesome.
Everybody was really good. I'm saying, but that's what pulled the generic people in. Like, I mean, people who would be like, yeah, Sean Bean. You tell most people like, who's Sean Bean? They'd be like, who?
I think what
fucking.
The word. I don't think anyone was going to be like, man, have you seen that HBO show? There's so many titties in it. That was.
It's a lot easier to. Boy, we're not fucking 6 years old. Cracking open a National Geographic at the library here.
Yeah.
If you want to see
we're
boobs,
not,
you can see
but the majority of people.
No, wait.
I don't think so, Dan. Dan, you're so out of touch with the regular person. There's no way. There's no way that was what drew people into.
I do not need to work that hard to see boobs, man.
Yeah.
I got my
if someone came to me tomorrow and was like, yo, there's this new show on HBO, you gotta watch it, man. It's like based in like medieval times and just so many titties and like.
Boys, I'm telling you,
I would watch it.
See, fuck you. See, fuck you. It's right there.
No,
like, right there.
I don't buy that.
Pull people in.
If I was
I'd be like, all right, weirdo.
Then they caught him. Then they kind of got him with the good writing and stuff for the first couple seasons, and it's like, yes, like it was good, but that's what pulled people in.
It pulled people in because it was on HBO, man.
I think so too. I think HBO is like known for their good stuff, and I think people are like,
you want to see boobs, you don't have to watch 2 hours of fucking shit.
The story was really good.
Eventually, like after the first season, yeah, and they got like really good, and it's like, okay, like they put some money into it. They did some good writing,
good story, good fucking acting, awesome. Like the fucking cinematography, everything, awesome. it brought everything. The first season.
But I'm saying that there's probably a lot of people that sent it over into the stratosphere of pop
I feel
culture.
like you're just imagining some people sitting around a water cooler being like, "Hey, you like fucking swords and boobs? Check this fucking shit out." Like I don't like.
It's true.
I don't really. I don't know.
I'm telling you, that's what pulled people in, and then they were like, "Yes,
I can watch
pretty
boobs
good."
without
But you
swords
can't.
or anything else.
Yeah, but
I just
people
want to see boobs. I can just see boobs.
But that's what I'm saying is that the combination of the two is something you don't see every day, and then it's like the people put, oh wow, it's like a really good costumes and
What
really
about
good.
this? What about
really
this?
good story.
Hold
It's
on.
also got
This
tits
is
in it.
different
Yeah.
thought for you. Maybe you got lots of shows have boobs, right? That's not out of uncommon. Full frontal dick, right? Right?
HBO
Yeah.
does tons
Yeah,
of
yeah.
front.
Hey, there's man, you got to watch this show. Dragons, swords, hogs.
Yeah.
every other episode you're seeing a hog.
Hey,
they're like,
there's
what on TV?
More than one type of sword, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You like swords? Oh, buddy.
Want to cross swords here? Fucking check it out.
I think that's also a facet of the phenomena that was Game of Thrones.
I mean, Dan, if you sat there and you're like, listen, guys, I got this movie. It's fucking E-lister. It's got Bigfoot in it. It's got boobs. Like, watch it. I'm not watching it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because it's Bigfoot,
What?
and like, who cares? Like,
Give a shit.
but if it's like, it's a dragon, and there's like sword fights and stuff too, like there's battles and dragons and some tits in there too, and like, oh wow, really?
I don't know. Maybe it's because Braden got me on the books before I watched it, so.
Yeah, the books.
I read those books so long ago, and then fuck you, George.
I never even
Fuck
heard of them, and
you,
Braden
George.
fucking got me on the books.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to read and everything.
I watched. It was funny because the first season came out, and I watched the first episode, and I was like, that was interesting. And then I was like, I crushed the first two books before I started season 1. I was like, these books are so fucking good. I read all. I think at the time there was 5 books you could read. 5 books out. I read all 5 books in 2 months.
That's crazy.
I don't think
I read one of those books in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
The last one took me forever.
I just with the whole Game of Thrones thing. There's some of my favorite fantasy series, and I hope they never turn them into movies because I was just like, I just hope they don't. Just that there is the possibility that it could turn out like that.
Andrew, what's Burmese has been going on and on about your birthday shirt? What's your birthday shirt?
Oh, why is he spoiling? I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. Why is he spoiling it?
I don't know. He's just nonstop. The birthday shirt.
No. Shh.
Birthday shirt. Where is it?
You took away from the pop.
Show
when I
me
get
the
wear it tomorrow.
Shirt. Where is it? I'm getting my shirt and I can't see it.
I wanted the pop. I wanted to happen organically.
That's what happens.
Surprise is ruined.
Still, it's a dope ass shirt, but I wanted to, I wanted to wear it and have them catch on it.
Yeah. No, I'll be looking for it.
Absolutely, you will.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm not even gonna mention your shirt. When I see it. Nothing. You're getting nothing from me.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll have to wait now.
In other news, Island Studios gonna be it's down to the frame.
How do you got time between catios and a normal job to be doing anything to do with that?
Well,
I mean, getting it in now.
There's 24 hours in a day, man.
Kids. Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah. 24 hours in a day.
Hey, while you're sleeping, you know what I'm doing? Hustling.
That's not true. I'm working while you're sleeping regularly.
No.
At least twice a week.
No, twice a week you're working while I'm hustling.
No, you ain't doing shit. And then when you're supposed to be working, you're doing the opposite. That's what it is.
That's why I have so much time.
Yeah,
during my work hours, I have so much time to do other activities.
Well, you have time to plan out what you're gonna do when you're
not. But next weekend, I think I will have the walls up on Island Studios, and then it'll just be the roof. And then I think I'm shooting for an August 14th. I'll be transitioned from here. Grand opening of Island Studios.
You can do a ribbon cutting ceremony.
I will. I'll film it. I'll put it across the door threshold. I'll slash it with Ernest, one of the Ernests.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see. It's gonna take some take some time, but
Beginning of an era.
yeah. Yes. I've got a little. I've already outsourced a little AC unit that I'm gonna put in there. It's gonna be balling.
AC would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
AC would be good.
Well, it's what I want is just self-contained. So it's because it's not gonna have any windows because I'm like, why do I need windows, right? Like, there's windows in this room and I cover them up so you can't see them.
Take it from somebody who's been in confined spaces with you. You need windows, bud.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have a vent fan and an AC unit.
Very good.
So
Thank
you'll be
God.
able to suck.
Yeah, you
the
don't need
sweat.
windows.
You'll be able to suck the
Just be
sweat
a
out of there.
Fucking fart dungeon in there.
No, you'd be. How I'm gonna make it? I'm gonna have a sidewall like vent that's like a
Recording in that fucking thing's gonna be the new like Russian sleep experiment. See how long you can make it in there. Everybody's coming all fucking mental.
We just walk out and you're like, what time is it? No,
what's my name? Who am I?
What I want is I want to make it so you can smoke. You could smoke in there if you wanted. Not that I smoke, but like if I wanted to spark a J in there, you spark a J, and then you just hit the side fan and it just sucks all the air out.
Nice.
Including the air you breathe, so you just die.
Yeah.
You need to duct out. Listen, Brandon and Mata, you need to duct out hot air with self-contained AC in it.
You need to duct out of this conversation.
Yeah, buddy. You better
All
duck
right.
out of this
Mind
room.
you.
Oh God.
Right? It's obviously
He's probably right.
I obviously am installing a window unit that I'm going to hardwire right into the wall, and the ass end of it's going to be outside. Duh. Thanks for your 2 cents. I'd already thought of that. Got it all. It's all
sitting there writing it down.
Yeah. What did he say?
You take a screenshot.
Self-contained, duct out, hot air, self-contained.
Already thought of that. Thanks.
Thanks for confirming what I already know.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Just gonna write down.
Yeah, and what do you recommend?
Could you type that out again?
What do you recommend for the stud spacing on a unit like that? 7x14. If you're so smart.
Yeah.
What would you recommend to keep the weight light, but the strength? If you know everything.
I recommend for you to not to go in your own studio, then, bud.
Yeah. Ouch.
Okay. F45 will get you sorted out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
You're not gonna get the Mackie Mac, buddy?
No, it's too expensive. I was gonna
shitty.
do it.
You're
It's
not
like
gonna be fucking...
so like I was like I just didn't understand. I was talking like this. There was like I got the price. I was like, well, how much is it for like a month? She's like $250. I was like, $250.
Pardon me?
That's what I said. I was like, are you?
Oh my God.
She's like, but that's for an unlimited pass. And I said, okay, well then, what if I don't want to go unlimited? What if I want to not be at the gym some of the time?
Yeah,
How about
I don't
a
want to live
price?
there.
Right? Like, I don't want to be there.
What if I don't want to live at the gym?
Yeah, I don't want to live there. I don't want to pay rent. So what can you do? And then it was like it was still astronomical. But
Yeah,
I might
She's
still
like,
do-
here's some cinder blocks. Get lost.
Cool. Enjoy going out of business in 6 months.
Well, that's my thing. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm like, it just seems a little too pricey because I'm like,
What's a drop-in? They probably don't do drop-ins.
I don't think they do.
I got told, dude, gyms are stopping to do drop-ins. When I went to Calgary, I tried to do a drop-in at Gold Gym, and some fucking Johnny Bravo was like, "Nah, man, we don't do drop-ins here."
Oh,
I'm like,
get
buddy,
out.
just take my money. I want to lift some fucking weights.
Remember
like, what do
when
you
we
mean?
did a drop-in in Houston, and they charged
Oh,
us
that was
basically the price
hell.
of a membership for?
Yeah, that was
something?
hell. Worst gym in the fucking world,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Guy stops you mid squat. Hey man, there's no collars on your barbell there. Hey, yeah, it's all good, man. It's fucking, you got it covered, dude. Like it's fucking 225.
Yeah. It's 135, but
Was it 135? No, we got up to 3 plates, didn't we?
yeah, we got up there.
One rep in it because we're on vacation.
Yeah. We were just putting on the weight so everyone in there knew it was up.
Yeah.
Knew we could
Yeah,
lift.
without collars, we'll fuck around.
Yeah. You never collar, so that way if you're in
It's not
trouble,
safe.
If you're in trouble, you drop the weights.
100, dude. I don't collar. I work out alone. I have to. I have.
I collar all the time at the gym, But
if you have somebody spotting you, yeah, absolutely.
no,
it's
the
fine.
gym I have workout at has all the safety bars and shit, so I just set them. I just use I just use the tools as they're meant to be used.
I don't know. I don't have safety bars here, as you can tell. You got to be ducking over kids' toys and
You
shit
got
to get a
safety
workout
bars.
in.
That's what your bar's sitting on right now. They're
That's
just
not a
little.
safety bar. That's
little.
that's my rack.
No, the rack's higher up.
That's for squatting. Those ones don't go. Those don't go low. If I move, look, like you can see the fucking little thing there. I wouldn't be able to go low enough. Like that's not a safety. That's where I bench from.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tell me about my gym, bud.
It's gonna be awesome in the winter.
This is the Mongoose House of Muscle.
When you're in the Mongoose House of Muscle in the winter and you're freezing cold,
I've been doing that though. I've been working out here since COVID.
Yeah, but you're gonna be wearing like a fur coat in the
I
winter.
do. Oh yeah, I start with layers, buddy. It's all about layers. How you do it. I'm not looking forward to podcasting here in the winter though, because you're not moving.
Nope, just sitting there, freezing.
Cold, yeah.
I'm gonna frame it in. I'm gonna get a little thing and frame it in so it's like more of a confined space.
Oh, I would 100% do that.
Yeah. Oh, I have to, dude. If not, I'll be freezing to death.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a new water bag though. I'm gonna be interested to see what happens to this thing in the winter. I hope it doesn't freeze.
Oh, is that what's hanging up on over your right shoulder there?
Yeah, that little nut sack there hanging up,
drooping.
Pointing on it.
Yeah. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Hold on.
Yeah,
there
right
it
there.
is. Yeah, I see.
Fucking awesome. I never want to ever hit a fucking regular punching bag like a peasant ever again. Water bags are the only way to go. So much easier in your joints as an old man. It's like punching a face. It's like pillowy and nice.
There's no way. Punching the face hurts your hands.
No, not with gloves on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no, easy peasy.
I thought you just meant bare knuckles. I wonder if our friends were with the Kelowna Raiders were chasing their.
Yeah, they won. They won 2 games, I think.
Well, I know. I was kind of curious because I know they were playing in the gold medal game today, to see for the win to see if they could win it. But
oh, really?
Yeah, they were. So they made it all the way to the final, which would be their. It was their first championship since we played.
Yeah.
Which is a long time ago, and it's their first provincial championship since I won provincials with them, back when I was 18.
Last time we went to provincials, I think we lost first round.
Yes.
We got fucking wrecked.
Yeah, you guys did, but I won.
We continued to have maybe one of the best parties I've ever been a part of, though.
Yeah. Well, we always party.
Buddy, that was a great fucking time. We pretty much sold out the Sandman or whatever the fuck that was and just had an entire hotel party. It was fucking amazing. It was a lot of fun.
5 hours. I don't know. Like it didn't say I wanted.
Hey, listen, bud. If we gotta sell DuckTales to you, then it isn't for you. All right. What's there more to? What more do you need?
Dumbest question. Why the big gap in Cosmic Channels? The Cosmic Channels is always the same. There's no big gap. It's the second Sunday and the last Sunday of every month. I don't know why it says that. I can't control this. Like I said, Zell's gone. He obviously his dad and him walked into the woods and they're having a battle because Zell's dad wants to consume him to prolong his life. And we may not.
This is just how these things are done.
Yeah.
Dude, listen. This is the ceremony where he's now gifted Ryan the Zellers franchise.
Yeah.
That's why it's come back.
Yeah. The heir to the Zellers fortune.
Yeah, he is. That's what we need. That's what he is now.
Yeah.
It's fucking blood money, boys. That's why they afford the lowest price.
Yeah.
It's all blood money.
Just trying to get you in there.
How long have we been doing this? My babysitter's texting me already.
Oh. Yeah, it's been an hour.
Come on.
All right. That's a little quick power hour from us. We were supposed to play D&D, but obviously Zell's lost.
I can't wait to play D&D again. When are we going to play? I'm going to play soon.
I got all these good filters, so we'll have to look at the calendar and set it up. But
all right.
Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be live tomorrow night. Case file 249. Fayfolk?
Fayfolk.
If you haven't heard, you're like, what? What happened to 248, 247? That's because you're not on Patreon and you're 2 weeks behind. So get on it. Patreon.com.
Stop living in the past.
Theorist podcast.
Figure it out.
And check out our merch store. Listen, Ethos Creations is taking over next month in 9 days. Awesome.
Probably our
designs.
best. I'm not gonna lie. Probably our best stuff.
Oh, dude,
Be honest with you.
he's made us each individual like tarot card designs,
But dope.
and then like a group one and some other ones like the hat design. I wonder if I can throw the hat design on the
It's good.
live stream. Did you see the hat design?
Yeah, it looks awesome. Always creeping from the shadows.
Yeah. Anyways, well, we'll post on it anyways.
Cool.
Peace, guys. Thank you very much. Theorists, we're out.